Hi, everybody. Welcome to Petra's Happy Place. I'm just a minute early. That's okay, though. I know somebody will pop in. If you're watching this on replay, thank you so much. I appreciate that very much. I've got a lot to, I've decided that instead of making a bunch of videos during the week, I have the time right now. I'm just going to go ahead and film now. So that's the way I'm going to do it. Hey, everybody, welcome in this beautiful Sunday morning. This is the 26th of March. And yep, I hope you brought something to sip on, maybe. I've got my third cup of coffee, and maybe it'll kick in soon. Who knows? But I've also got a bottle of water. Hopefully those two will do well. Hi, Kaylin. How are you? So glad to see you. I hope you're doing well this morning. I think I'm going to go grab some lotion real quick. My hands are very dry. I'll be right back. Okay. Thank you, Kaylin, so much. I wanted to thank you for posting all your daily progress of your 100-day project. Hi, Sarah May. You're sipping on some sparkling water while you get ready for church. Awesome. I'm glad I could keep you company for a little while. Hi, Andrea. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting. I've got somebody at work that I call Andrea. So, Andrea. Hey, sweetie. Sarah May, I got your little message about you're up for a retreat. So, yeah, remind me later. Cherry flavor, I just don't care for cherry flavor. I'd go for it, but I'm not a cherry flavor person. So, yeah, remind me a little bit later on, and I'll talk about that. Once we got a couple more people hanging out with us, yeah, I'll talk about that a little bit. Because I think I've narrowed down the time and the place. Yes. I'm excited too, but I've got a lot of stuff to talk about. I'm trying to decide what to talk about first and then what, and then what. So I'll start with this. I've been doing my hair. My hair's getting long. And Mr. Happy says, I like it now that it's getting a little longer. And I've been this whole week, I've been wearing makeup and my contact lenses. Of course, I still have to have my readers for up close kind of stuff. But I have to tell you a secret. So I have to have a pair here at home and then a pair at work. And I left work the other day and I'm like, la-di-da-di-da-di-da, and get in the car and start driving home and realized I had left them on my head. I forgot to leave them at work. So I had to make sure I put them in my car, like on the dashboard, so I wouldn't forget to take them into work the next day, because I definitely need although I could actually buy another pair at work, but I really like the color that I have home, and I know I like the color I've got at work. The ones I got at work are like a smoky gray color, and they work really well. And then these are clear. So has anybody been working on anything lately? So I have not finished anything, And I'm quite all right with that. I'm quite all right with that. Oh, I finally got a pair of jeans. Guys, I have not worn jeans in years. And I miss them. I miss my jeans. However, I decided not to look at size, although I didn't like the size, but I thought, you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And I find myself a pair of jeans. Ta-da! Well, we don't do backsides around here, but anyway. So there we go. Okay, Ophelia Talks sampler blanket. Nice. Kaylin, I've done several of her blankets. I love the yarn. I love, the ones that I've done are Stylecraft, and Stylecraft DK, and I loved them. And yeah, I don't know why I haven't. Well, I do know why I haven't, because I had kept gaining weight, and I'm still gaining, and I'm like, well, I'm not going to buy a pair not to be able to wear them again in another 2 months, but they're the I want to say they're the Time and True in Walmart. They're Walmart jeans. You're using up some of your acrylic worsted. Nice. Very good. So, okay. I don't know. Let me show you. I've been working on, I still haven't sewn in the ends. I thought I would, I know, Sarah Mae, that's what I keep saying to myself, but it still hurts. It's like, I'll never get that heavy again. And then when you are that heavy again, you're disappointed in yourself, which, it kind of downward spirals, right? Target is good too. I haven't been in Target probably it's been 10 years since I've been in Target. And it's because I don't live close to one. Yeah, they've stepped up their clothing, and they've also stepped up their prices, which I still like going to Kohl's. Oh, Sarah Mae, you are such a sweetheart. Thank you. You're going to make me blush. I guess I didn't need to wear any blush if you're going to make me blush. You're so sweet. I went to Kohl's, and they do have like when they have their sales and stuff, a lot of their tops are even less expensive. Yeah, the paycheck, right? Except for the paycheck. Paycheck's not going up. And to be honest with you, right now, that's something that I'm considering. Oh, Andrea, thank you so much. I need to hear that. So anyway, I worked on catching up on my March temperature square, but I haven't sewn in any ends. So I thought I'd put it out here so maybe I can work on it a little bit while we're catching up. I don't know if I will or not, but that's so far of my my March square. You know what? I usually don't even use coupons, Sarah Mae, which is a very bad thing. Hey, Sarah Mae, grab Denny and have her come on over here. I don't know if she's headed off to church or not, but I want to say hi to her. Okay, so let me start with some non-yarny things, okay? This past Monday was my last session with my grief counselor that was originally assigned to me. And I'm kind of glad. I was telling a friend, I said, what's so difficult is when you go to a counselor that doesn't share the same values as you do and is kind of like recommending you do things that you don't feel, you don't feel good. Morally, they're not what you would do. You know what I'm saying? And so when you find a counselor where you're constantly having to, I'm going to open up my candle here. Oh yeah. And you're constantly having to filter. Okay, she's saying ABC, but now I have to think about the ABC and figure out which one of those I can take with me and use and which one I can't. And it was taking more out of me mentally than it should have been. So I'm glad that, I was able to, I'm going to be transferred over to another counselor. And, I'm going to give this new counselor a couple weeks and see if I have to do the same thing. And if I do, I'm just going to stop going to counseling. And there's a couple reasons why. One is I don't have the book with me because I finished it. There's some things that I'm finding that I'm working through, and one of the things that bothered me about this counselor is I kept asking her, and she kept saying, well, grief does that to you. Grief does that to you. And I'm like, I finally on Monday asked her, okay, so when does grief stop? And you don't need a grief counselor, but you just need a counselor. and she was going, well, kind of like for me, hey, Wriggles. Hey, Barbara, my neighbor. How are you? So glad to see you. And she said, as far as I'm concerned, grief touches every part of your life for the rest of your life. So I'm like, nah, I don't believe that. And so, but I do believe I do need some, I don't want to say counseling so much as I need help directing me. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody to help me to point. I see things for myself, but it's like in my head, I can't wrap my head around, okay, but what does that mean? I mean, how do I deal with this? Or how do I deal with that? So, you're going to tell, okay, all right, Wriggles. Okay. Thank you. I look forward to hearing about it. So yeah, I believe I do need to keep seeing somebody that is completely objective. Denny! Yay! Okay, honey. Thank you, Sarah May. But in the meantime, not in the meantime, but I have been reading a book, and it was called The Orphaned Adult. And it really, I know, I see that. I've been reading that book, and it really helped me to fully grasp some of the feelings that I've had and couldn't, well, okay, I'll give you an example, because this one had just happened. And I don't know, maybe some of you guys have been feeling the same way if you've ever lost a parent. One of the things that I realized, I had been talking to my brother, and he's always like, well, I never felt that way, or I don't feel that way. I don't feel the same way about mom, than that you do. And so one of the things that occurred to me was that I had never, I mean, ever since I can remember, my mom and or my dad have always been what do you call it? Influenced. I always looked for their influence in my life. So their words and their actions always somehow, whether to the good or the bad, influenced my decision making. And that is very difficult to like get a grasp on, if you know what I mean. It's like, from who I married to what kind of dishes I want to have in my home, to what color I should wear, it just, everything, every aspect of my life had somehow been wrapped around my parents. And if I had a decision to make, I always talked it over with my mom and or my dad. And now there's nobody. So all the decisions that I make now are completely up to me, right? I feel different ways about different, right. You're exactly right, Denny. So my brother, on the other hand, when he graduated, I don't want to say when he graduated high school, but certainly when he graduated college, I just meant like somebody with authority over my life, if you understand what I mean, Andrea. It's like Mr. Happy loves me and he wants to guide me, but he hasn't known me from birth. So he doesn't know all my peccadillos and all my, the way I think. Mom and dad knew all that. And so it just makes it a little bit different. And my brother, when he graduated from college, he was completely away from them. He had no, if there was a huge decision that he had to make, he might ask for some advice, but he never allowed their, hi, Pat, how are you? Good to see you. Oh, so glad to see you here. Their words never influenced him enough to change his mind or what he was going to do, if you understand what I'm saying. So, so that realization, it's just like, okay, I realize it. Now what do I do with it? It's like, okay, if I make a decision, like, should I leave my job and go find another one? I would always talk to my mom about it. I'd always ask my dad for advice, and I would base my decision based on their advice. And now it's like, okay, if I make a decision to move to a different job, it's like, I don't have anybody to go to, it'll be all my fault if it turns out bad, and I don't have anybody to complain about, if you will. So, I know that might be just a small thing, but I'm finding out, like Denny said just a little bit ago, is like, I'm discovering who I am without my parents. And because all my life, even well, I was married the first time, and bringing my kids up. My mom has always been my biggest influencer, if you will. And it's just been very strange trying to figure out, who I am. Oh, and that brings me to I brought this story up to my counselor. I said, it's like, have you guys ever watched that movie, Runaway Bride, with Julia Roberts? Let me pull that down a little bit. With Julia Roberts. I love that movie because it was so there were so many hidden meanings in it. And one of them was, if you've watched the movie, if you recall that, okay, Pat, make it good and strong. In the movie, she had so many, fiancés, right, in the past. And, she always, whatever they liked, she liked. So this one Richard Gere's character comes in and says, well, what do you want? What do you want? For what kind of eggs do you want? And she goes, I don't know. What kind do you want? And he said, no, that's not what I asked you. I said, what kind of eggs are your favorite? And she said, whatever, it doesn't matter. What are yours? Because she had always been the person to accommodate other people. And so when, so if she was dating a certain person, her favorite egg was the kind of egg that her partner liked, right? And so I know this is kind of a roundabout way and might be little too much reading into it, but at the very end, when this Richard Gere's character breaks off with her, she moves on and out to, I guess it was New York, I think, and she finds a little apartment and she cooks eggs every single way you can imagine, and she tries them and she comes up with which one is her favorite, just for her. And when he finally shows up in her life again, the first thing she said was the type of egg, and I think it was eggs Benedict. I think, I'm not sure, but she said eggs Benedict, and he goes, what are you talking about? She said, that's my favorite kind of egg. Because see, all the other times whoever she was with influenced her decisions, right? And this was the first time that she was on her own and had to make her own decisions. And so that to me was very much like what I'm going through right now. I'm trying to discover my own eggs, but it's more than that. It's way deeper than that, but that's what it is. So, yeah. Okay. So going back to this, I've been reading a book, and I read The Orphaned Adult, and that helped me understand some things. I'm also reading this book called God's Grace in Your Suffering by David Paulison. And it's very good. And it talks about how, we might see things as we're suffering, a lot, but God is not unaware of our sufferings, and that he will work through them, and that we can actually become stronger in those times. So, it's been, let's see here, today's the 26th. So on, let's see here, 26, 27, 28, 29. On Wednesday, I think, on Wednesday, It will have been 6 months since Mom passed, and it seems right now it seems like years, but then there are just brief tidbits of time where it feels like it was just yesterday. And so I have to deal with those memories. They're getting fewer and more far, more in between, but yeah, I'm dealing with that. So I've been reading those books, and they have been helping me, process my mental and emotional state. And maybe I won't have to see a counselor for much longer, if at all. Who knows? Did I lose everybody? Talking about my problems. Andrea, did I scare you away? I talking about my problems. Excuse me. Yeah. Hi, Tammy. How are you? How are you doing today? Still here, says Wriggles. Good. Okay, well, I know. You're so kind. You really are kind and generous with your sweet words, Andrea. I'm getting some major heartburn. I joined Jill's book club from Fiber Floozy Crafts, and I have been thoroughly enjoying this book. I'll see if I can't pull it up here. I have it on my Kindle, and I'll pull it up so you can see. It's called Unmasked, and I can't remember the name, but it's a nonfiction story about a retired crime investigator or something. I can't remember. It's dark navy. It's dark navy. Yes. Thank you so much. This was in a box of my one of my former coworkers. She had bags and bags of stuff that she had outgrown, and she gave them to me, and I'm having to sort through, obviously, what I like, my style, and it looks like I have a spot on it, but it's just on my computer. But I like it because it has, let me show you this. Oh, it has 2 links. See, it's in front. It's a little bit shorter than it is in the back. I like that. I like it because it I do too. I like the stripes of the sleeve or what's on the back, and yeah, it's just very interesting, isn't it? Yeah, it covers the back side. Okay, so let me find my book that I'm reading here. Let's see here. I'm going to get to the beginning here. It's called Unmasked. Oh, come on. My life solving. It keeps fighting back. Unmasked. My life solving America's cold cases by I don't know. What's his name? Paul Holes, Holes. And it is amazing. It is really, really good. So, yeah. I'm liking that. Yeah. And what Paul Holes, yeah. Did you read that one? Did you read that one, Andrea? This is my very first true crime book. And Jill suggested, and it's not necessary at all, that because he talks about the book talks about the Golden State Killer, and it's so good. Yes, he did. He ruined his his first marriage and relationships. Yeah, but she challenged, or suggested, I should say, Jill did, that if you want to find, okay, Denny, turn the phone off. Love you, girl. And find something gold to work on. Well, I found gold, but it was too late. But I found these yarns. Let me show you. I had this yarn. It's Uru yarn, or no, it's not. It's Vitalana Lofty DK. And I got two different colorways. This one is hydrangea, and it is a light blue mixed in. It has some white in it, or off-white. And then I have this daffodil, which is yellow. It's such a pretty sunny yellow. Now, recently I've been remembering that I'm a dark, my color scheme is a dark or true winter. And so okay, Andrea, what did you say? Too close. Need your nails done. So I'm using these two colors, even though they are not winter colors. These are, in fact, the yellow, the yellow might be a cool color, and I know the blue is, but they are just so pretty together. I'm sorry. Here we go. So I'm going to be making a top-down Jeannie from On the Hook sweater. It's the multicolor or striped summer or something like that. But I've got this much done. I can see this collar's off, but got that much done. And it's going to have a couple different yellow stripes in it. And then I'm going to do, I'm just going to, use this. This is so soft. It's so soft. Katrina, hi, sweetheart. How are you? So anyway, I think it looks pretty, for spring and summer. I think I'm going to go ahead and enjoy these lighter colors, even though I know they're not my best coloring. I've got plenty of yarn. I've got 2 of the yellow and 3 of, wait a minute, 4 of the blue. Doing really well. Speaking of, did you get my email for the winning pawn? I haven't heard from her. Oh no. Okay. Well, I will reach out to her. Sarah May. Okay. Thank you for reminding me. In fact, when I put this away here, let me make a little notation. Okay. So I'll remember to, well, it makes me happy when I look nice. I want to look my best. So, excuse me. Okay. Okay, so for those of you that okay, I don't think I did. So I or maybe I saw it and well, I could look better or I could look worse. You know, I did a little test with my coworker. She's a young 20-year-old something girl, and well, she's 20. And what I did is I asked her, I said, I want you to look at my face and I want you to, look at the coloring of my face and, and, and check and see which ones you think bring out my face, and you see more of my face and not the color, or I don't look drawn out with the color. And it was a light, like a rose pink color, like a muted, has a little bit of yellow. And I had that, and she says, "Oh, that brings out the pink in your cheeks." I said, "Okay." And I said, and then I put on a gray and black shawl, and I held it up close to my face, and I said, "Which one looks better?" And she goes, "Yeah, I can see it now. The black looks better on you." So, but you don't find a whole lot of jewel tone. Oh, Ursula, hi, sweetheart. You are not late at all. Don't worry about it. I'm going to be on for a little bit. I hope you're doing well, my sweet. Yeah, anyway, you don't find a whole lot of jewel tone colors for the spring and summer. So I'm trying to find lighter colors that look good on me. And yellow does not look good on me. That's why I have that blue right next to my face. Oh, nice. Enjoy that. Thank you so much for hanging out for a little bit. I appreciate it, Ursula. For those of you that don't know, Ursula is in South Africa. Okay, do you want me to test you here? Andre, do you want me to pull up colors and check colorways? So it's so wonderful to see you too, Ursula. Okay, so that was that. Talking about colors. Well, you know what? I am going to do that. Okay, so hold on just a second. I'm going to grab, what can I grab? One and... Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, we're going to do a little test. Okay, now, all right, here we go. Here is one color. And I don't know if the lighting is right, but try to imagine. There's one colorway. And it might throw it off because of my lipstick, but so there's one. Okay. You can see the dark circles under my eyes. Okay. So a fashion show. Sarah May, I don't know about that. I'm not going to put them on. And then this is the other one. Now I'm just showing you the color. I'm not going to put this on. It's a bit too bright. Okay. Well, I can't help it. It's the light. And then you see this one. All right. So which one? This one or that one? This has a lot of purples and blues in it. the purple one, right? And it's not just all, yeah, the darker one, I think, is a consensus that looks a little bit better on me. I know the light is washing out my face a little bit, but it's the sunlight and there's not much I can do about it. But look, I'm going to show you a different purple. Now, this is the purple that I'm going to be wearing for spring and summer, since this is a huge poncho. Okay, so that's dark. And then this one is a purple. Okay, so this is a purple. This is actually, they call it a summer color, but this is winter. I didn't know that. I thought it was a summer color, but this is actually like a lavender. Let me see if I can't get it to show the color. Okay, I'm going to have to close the blind. Hold on. Okay. Oh, that's so much better. Whoa. Okay. So this is a dark purple. And then, right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I'm going to wear colors like this. It's like a light lavender purple. Colors like this during the summertime. That's my goal anyway. Let me throw those on the floor, and I'll save the darker ones for winter. So here, I'm going to give you an example. Is, guys, yes, so many people love purples. You know, I had a lady come in the other day. I mean, she loved purples, and she was wearing all purple. She loved her purples. And I'll tell you a story about her in a second. But this is from Area 51, and I've got the front panel done. Now, this is the same yarn. This is the cotton lava cake. And this is the colorway King. Is that right? Wait a minute. I'm reading it right. Icing. Good thing. There's a big difference between King and icing. So anyway, that's the colorway. And this is the front. See? And the bottom is, it has some greens and denim in there. And it looks so, it's my UFOs, Ursula. That's what I call my UFO section back there that I don't. So, yeah. So this is a top that I had made the front panel for, and I have, this much done of the back, the bottom, and it's going to be a little tank. I might put a little bit of sleeve on it. A lot of no aliens, but just some. unfinished objects. Okay, Ursula. So I've got plenty of yarn, and I'm gonna try. I've got this afternoon and all day tomorrow. I don't have all day tomorrow, but I have a good chunk of tomorrow. I did this in two. Let's see here. I probably did this in about 2 or 3 hours. Okay, Katrina, I'm sorry. Hold on just a second. No. Oh, HB. What does HB mean, Katrina? Unidentified objects. I know. So anyway, I did this. So I should, if I don't have it done by tomorrow night, I'll certainly have it done by the weekend. But that is the big project that I'm working on. I want to have at least 3 or 4 woman above going for coffee. Okay. So what was I going to say? Yeah, I want to have 3 or 4 crocheted tops to go to going on my vacation time. So I am very excited about that. Very excited. So I'll have those 2 done. That blue and yellow one, I'm not going to rush on that one because I just don't want to rush that. It's just going to come. I've started several, and I can't even remember now how many projects that I've started, and I've gotten like a little bit done, and I'm like, forget it. I'm not doing any more. I don't want to do the project. I get tired of the project, the yarn, whatever it is. So I've undone a lot of stuff, but I do have back there a what was it? Let me pull this other one out, see how much I need to do. I'm back. My roommate spent the night with oh, nice, Pat. Nice. Okay, so here is another project that is in my UFO section. Let me see how. Oh, guys, I think I have another one almost done. Look at this. Oh, my goodness. It's done. All I got to do is sew it together. Hot diggity dog. And I might, because I think I'm going to leave it like this one I got on and do a little bit longer in the back. Right? I know. So look at that. And I have enough yarn here. I could put just a little tiny cap sleeve on it. And nice. And it's my colors too, right? And it's made with, let me see what kind of yarn this is. This is the cotton funnel cake. So in the colorway, what color is it? Just in case, rose petal. I know, you never know what you're going to find. Some things are unidentifiable. Now, this is not the one I was thinking of, but I'm definitely going to put this on my cart. If I find room. So now I'll have 3. Yay! Because I don't have any other. I have one that's, oh no, I do have a fuchsia pink one. Here's another one that I can wear. Nice. You started me on something, Andrea. There you go. So there's another summer top I can wear. Now this one is one of Jeannie's patterns. I can't remember which one. So I'm happy. All right. I don't know if you can see, but I've got some stacks of stuff behind me. So, yes, fuchsia, navy, let's see here, royal purple, like a really pretty blue-based purple, black, gray. Those are my colors. Okay, so you can see, here, I've got a couple bags. Those bags are to go to my aunt up in Ohio. They are clothes that I've been cleaning out my closet over there. I've been cleaning it out and getting rid of everything that's too small and that I can't comfortably wear, or things that I just don't want to wear because I'm tired of wearing them. So I'm going to give them a new home. And some of that's hanging up here on the on my stand, my rack. I'm not going to bag those jackets up. I'm just going to keep them on the hanger. But I'm going to be meeting with her in a couple weeks. And those are going to go to her. I'm slowly, okay, I'm going to show you guys something. Wheel you around. We're going on a field trip. Look at that. See all those empty spots? And you can't see from here. You cannot see from here, but behind those clothes, I have emptied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe you can. 9 crates. 9. You want to know where they are? All in those bags and boxes. One might say, why are you boxing up all of your yarn, Petra? That's a good question. Very good question. And I'm glad you asked. The thing is that tomorrow afternoon, hopefully, I went to Hobby Lobby. They had all empty shelves and not any. I mean, I could count on 5 hands, and they were like bulky, super bulky yarn that I would never buy. They had nothing left. Nothing. Everything was gone. I mean, everything. Yes, ma'am, Sarah May. Yes. So we'll be. Oh, Ursula, hold on a second. I gotta show. We're gonna go on a little field trip again. Hold on a second, because I gotta show you. Look at all the empties and all the empties behind that clothes rack. I'm packing up all my yarn because I think we're going to be moving. I'm so excited. I've been praying for this. Tomorrow afternoon, we're going to be having our home inspection. You know, I don't think it should be called a home inspection. Just a little bit of a pet peeve here. But why is it called a home inspection? It's not your home. It's just a house. It's not a home until you move in. Just my thought. That cough. I'll be taking care of that tomorrow too. Lots going on tomorrow. Tomorrow I go see a pulmonologist, and hopefully I'll be able to get some answers about what's going on with my lungs. For those of you that don't know, I've been diagnosed with bronchitis and emphysema. Oh yeah, I know that, Andrea. I know that, but I'm just saying it's not they're not inspecting a home; they're inspecting a house right now. It's just a silly thing. Yeah. Hopefully I'll get answers about all this stuff. And well, I won't get answers. I'm just taking all the tests and stuff that I need to take. And then I have another appointment next Monday with my pulmonologist, and he's going to tell me what needs to be done. And unfortunately, the problem is that my health insurance doesn't cover. Yes. Oh, I'll tell you about that in a second, Pat. It does not cover anything that has to do with a inhaler or anything like that. I mean, it's just crazy. And so I can't have the medicine. I can't afford the medicine that they tell me I need. It makes no sense. So what's the purpose of my insurance if they don't cover anything that I actually need and the doctors are saying that I need? So, yeah. And then Thursday night, I have a sleep study to determine I call it a sleep study to determine if I have sleep apnea. I already know I do. So hopefully I can get that equipment and everything started. It is so awful. I'll have to look into that, Andrea. I don't know. Usually those places don't cover the cost if your insurance company won't cover it at all. And unfortunately, my insurance company, a lot of it's I got it through our marketplace, but it's not. I'm at home, Andrea, at home. I have Mr. Happy has to go pick it up for me because I'll be working. And then he can take it back the next day. But so yeah, got lots going on in the next couple weeks. Actually, the next month. Yes, ma'am, Sarah May. Yes, ma'am. That's what I've got. And it's not Medicaid. It's not the Medicaid program. I'll have to do that. I'll have to talk to somebody to see if I can't hook up with somebody like that. So the new house is lovely if we get it. Now, the only way we won't be getting it is if the home inspection finds that there's something major. I mean, like all the plumbing needs to be redone or, and we know it doesn't need a new roof. And if it needs a new unit, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Buying. And Mr. Happy and I are already looking into, I've already talked to a friend or acquaintance that turned into a friend because she's a patient of ours. And to get a little kitten for Mr. Happy. That's what he wants. And I want a little puppy, and already been looking at places that might have puppies available for us, because that's our first, I should say, once we move in and actually have the home and are set up, our very next thing is getting a pet for each of us. And we are beyond excited. I think we might be more excited about the prospect of having pets than we are moving into the house. Who cares about the other stuff? But yeah, there's a lot to be done. If things go well, we'll be closing at the end of next month. And it is going to be a crazy, crazy time. I'm trying hard not to be so involved in thinking about all that kind of stuff. I want to be able to take time to crochet, to get my mind at a what do you call it, like a stable level, if you will. No, the seller won't fix anything. So if this doesn't, I mean, we have the contingency in our contract that if the home inspection finds something that we deem is too costly, we're going to back out of the deal. But we cannot imagine anything coming up that is going to be so costly that we couldn't deal with it within the next 20 years. And that's what we're looking at, is like, wherever we move, we'll be alive 20 years, and then it can go to pot. We don't care, but we just want to find something here. Anyway, that's that. Okay. I got a bit of other news. My daughter, my oldest daughter, who, no, Andrea, he won't. He's already got backup offers, so no, it won't go through. There were actually 5 offers. Yeah, there were 5 offers, and he chose ours. So if ours falls through, he'll reach out to one of the other ones. But that's okay. That's all right. What I was going to show you, I have lost my mind. I've lost my mind. I know I hear it. Okay, I don't know what's going on. Oh, there it is. My phone. It keeps dinging. I gotta put it away. Now, what was I going to tell you? My daughter, who is 33, is having her first baby, and it's going to be a girl. Yes, my oldest daughter. Yes, Destiny. I said her name. Yeah, she's my daughter. And of course, for those of you that don't know, she hasn't spoken with me. She's been rather cool. No, that's not the right word. Cold and distant and somewhat antagonistic. I've seen her several times because she was close to my mom. But I am going to be making some baby things. Yay! I'm going to make some baby things, and I'm going to be sending them to her. I'm just going to do my part. If she keeps them, that's fine. I was telling my coworker yesterday, I said, if she keeps them, wonderful. If she doesn't and she sends them into Goodwill, then some other lucky baby will have some wonderful clothes. But I downloaded some patterns. Oh, and where did I put the envelope? Here it is. Oh, I downloaded some free patterns. Yes. Her loss. You're right. So I downloaded patterns off the internet, but I started something last night. Yes. Okay. Thank you for bringing that up, Barbara. Yeah. So just real quick about that's just in that one area, Barb. But let me just explain something about this area that we live in. Now, I'm not complaining about where we live. I love this area. It has every place has ups and downs, right? Well, but about 8 miles north, 8 miles north, they are building this huge steel mill. And it's going to have, I think they said 8,000 employees and their families will be moving in. There is no, hi Christy, how are you? There are no available houses, nothing available. So it is a seller's market. And you cannot keep, if your house has been on the market for more than a week, if your house is on the market for more than a week, there's something seriously wrong with your house. Yeah, that's just the way it is, because you cannot keep a house on the market before somebody just snatches it up. Just like, I mean, they go so fast. Yeah, I'm not going to be in that area, Ursula. I'm not going to live in that area. And then about 20 miles south of here, they're building this enormous energy plant, which is going to be making batteries for Tesla. And it is employing tens of thousands of people and their families. And so they are building, houses are going up. And so, and houses are being sold like, oh my goodness, it's just so fast. Nobody can keep up with it. And what I was talking to one of the exactly. Yes. You're exactly right, if not more. And it is not. Thank you, Christy. I appreciate that. Yeah, Mr. Happy is liking it a little bit longer too. So yeah, the prices are so crazy. I mean, you could have your house on the market for $150, and it would not be unheard of for somebody to come in and offer $185 and be able to take it just like that within 24 hours. That's how fast places are going. If you have your house on the market for, 60,000, somebody could come up and offer, 130, and it's just crazy. It's just stupidly crazy. And like I said, I was started to say, we live in there was a patient who came in, and she's lived in this area for all her life. And she said, no, I know that. It's just our area. But the thing is that these new companies that are being built right now, that are going to be done in the next year or two, their average pay is twice as much as what the cost of living is currently. And yeah, the land, I mean, so the fact that we were able to snag this house, and if everything goes well, if we were able to have this house, it's just mind blowing. It is nothing less than a miracle. It is nothing less than a miracle. I'm sorry. So much more traffic. Well, see, I know it will be more traffic, but fortunately, these two places are like 35, 40 miles away from each other, and I'm living in kind of the middle. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm living in the middle. And so there's going to be more traffic in one area and more traffic in the other area, and they're branching out. And land, the same lady I was talking to from work, she said that she has 600 acres, and somebody came in and wanted to offer her upwards of $1 million for it. And she said, no, you're not taking this land, because she knew exactly what was going to happen, and that all of her land would be turned into a whole huge housing area, and she would lose her house, and then she would have to go find a house that she wouldn't be able to afford, because the housing market, it's just unreal. This is just a crazy time. And I, honest to goodness, guys, and one day, yeah, I know the cost of living is going up. I mean, everything. And unfortunately, at the very beginning of this live stream, I was talking about, Mom wasn't here to help me make a decision about whether what I want to change jobs. That is so difficult right now, because I know that where I am, my boss, he says he cannot, but I think it's more will not. He will not give me a raise. I love the job. I love the people. I love the work. I hate the pay. And it's like, okay, do you go to a different place and love the pay, but hate the job, hate the people, hate the work? I don't know. Barbara says, yes, the steel mill is up. They're still going through a lot of inspections there. Amen, Sarah. Amen. God is a God of miracles. And you're absolutely right, Andrea. If I'm meant to get it, we'll be getting it. We'll be getting it. And that's like I said, a little bit ago, barring like a 50, I don't say 50, but barring like a $20,000 to $30,000 project that needs to be done, we will definitely be getting the house, because we can't afford not to. We can't afford not to. Oh, right now, right. Have to write down the pros and cons. Exactly. Please, all of you, be careful. Wait a minute. I can't. Once the cost of living goes up, it will never come down. You're right. They said we still have our gas prices come down, still close to $4 a gallon. Yeah, you're in that area. Yeah. It's very, now our gas prices are right around $3 a gallon, but they are slowly going back up again. And I know that they're going to continue to go up. Thank you so much, Ursula, for those prayers. Yes. So anyway, let's stop talking about the bad stuff. Let me tell you some more about my baby granddaughter is coming. She's going to be so itty bitty. I can't handle it. I can't, my son has given me 3 grandchildren that he has sworn up and down I will never see meet. And in fact, he's cut off all contact with anybody that would have communication with me that he still knows. He's cut off communication with them because he doesn't want anything getting back to me. That's how evil he is. So I am praying that the Lord just really works in my daughter's life, and that having this baby, that mother-daughter connection will snap, if you understand what I mean, so that she will no longer think of me in the terms of what she remembered. It was an untrue thing, but what she had, as opposed to now she's a mama, and she's going to need help. I know she is. Who she's going to go to for that, I don't know. But let me show you what I did. Okay, so as some of you might know, I have, let me see if I can find it on the shelf. Right over here. Oops. There's a line right there. There's some darker colors, but that is all my Be So Baby yarn. And I went over there and I saw, okay, first of all, let me preface by saying my daughter hates the color pink. Well, she did hate the color pink. She would never wear pink. Now, when she was a little girl, I was able to put her in pink, but when she got to be a teenager, she hated pink. So did my youngest. But I saw this yarn, and this is called Mardi Gras. Look at the colors in that, guys. Aren't they amazing? And so I found this yarn, this yarn, this yarn, and this yarn to go together. Okay. Now I only have one of each of these, but I've got two of this. So I'm making corner to corner little squares. They work up so quickly. So, good morning, Jill. Hi. Oh, thank you so much. You guys, your prayers mean so much. So I'm making these little squares. I made 3 of this like silver lavender. I made 3 of them. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a trim of yellow around them. Okay. Got to make sure you got the same number all the way around each one. And then I'm going to sew them together in like lines, like not vertical, not horizontal. This way, this way lines, like that. So like if I have 2 of this color, I'll have 1 of another, so it'll look like a corner to corner, but I'll start in one corner and go out like that with the squares. So there'll be stripes, diagonal. Thank you. Why did it take so long for me to come up with that? Diagonal, right? So I just think that that's going to be lovely. And then once I trim them each in yellow and then put a border of yellow around them, don't you think I just think that's going to be so cute with these little squares. And if you guys don't know, this yarn is milk fiber, and it is so soft. It's so soft. So yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing with my squares for my little sweet pea that's going to be born in a couple daughter, did you hear that, Jill? I'm having my granddaughter, my daughter is having her first baby in next month, So I'm so excited. So I'm going to make a little blanket. But let me show you some of the other patterns that I picked out. And these were all free patterns, but I'm loving this. I want to do this. Isn't that amazing? Ah, I love that. It's so pretty. Yes, when she sold all that stuff and she got rid of everything, I was so upset. And it's like, I don't want to use it because then I won't have it anymore. So isn't that cute? Oh, I've got to find some white yarn to make that. That's going to be so cute. And then, oh guys, I should have put these on I don't have a color printer, so I couldn't put it in color. But look at this little sweet sack. There. Can you see it? It's like, and the color of it in here was light pink with a white flower, a granny square flower. There you go. You can see it a little bit. And I am so stinking excited about that one. I want to do that because, newborns, right? You gotta make stuff for the newborns. And I'll probably do that one in like a yellow color. I think that would be pretty. And then, oh gosh, this was so cute too. Look at that one. I know. Reggie, how are you? I haven't seen you in forever. I know it's probably me, not you, but okay, Barbara, love you. Bye-bye, honey. You have a good day. Well, yes, and that's what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on the colors of lavender, yellow, greens, and like almost like a turquoisey blue. I think she's going and white, obviously. So, okay, so now these are so you can't see the color of this, but this one is a ladybug cocoon. Look at that. You can't see the colors, but it's done in red with black dots on it. It is so cute. Oh, and I might have to just make like a red little hat. Yes, I understand that the moves are rough, aren't they? So that I'm excited about. Maybe even making like a red hat with some like curly Q. It won't stay up, obviously, but little curly Q black antenna. Wouldn't that be cute? Okay, so that's one. And then this one is patriotic, and you can't really tell. But okay, so the body is red and white stripes, and then the hat is blue with white stars. Oh, that's true. I couldn't I? But for an infant, I don't know if that would probably be practical because you'd need to actually be able to wash it, and having to remove a pipe cleaner would be very difficult. So anyway, that is so stinking cute. And then one more. Oh, and shoot, you can't see it, but this one is called the caterpillar crochet snuggle sack. And you can't, obviously it's not in color, but it's got all the primary colors from like the bottom all the way up, and with the little feet. Oh my gosh, it's so precious. It's so cute. I'm gonna have to download it on my tablet so you can see the colors, but it is just so stinking cute. So those are going to be in the future, like near future. But yeah, that I'm looking forward to. The baby snuggle. Oh, really, Reggie? You have one of those? Okay, that's a good idea. That I could do. Stuffing it with fiberfill. Well, and babies infants, they don't get dirty, It's not like they'll be washing it every other, day or anything like that. So anyway, I'm so excited about my grandbaby. Okay. So we talked about my summer top, my spring and summer tops. Oh, Sarah May. Yeah, you're still here, Sarah May. Okay, so let's talk just a little bit about a yarn retreat. Okay, so I've been wanting to do something like this. I used to be in women's ministry, and okay, I'll go. Is that on your it's on your channel? You have it in your playlist, or is it specifically? Hi, Lorley. How are you? Okay. Okay, yarn retreat. Okay, so I used to be in women's ministry, and I used to do a lot of retreats. And I'm not tooting my own horn, okay, but it's one of the things I have a gift for is planning and leading. And so I'm really excited about doing this. So my idea is, and I've already started making notes, already in advance. My goal is to have one. Okay, this is a long-term goal. I have it having one in Indiana, in southern Indiana, and another one in it would be considered southwest Tennessee. Okay, it's like between Memphis and Nashville, but closer to Nashville. And I've already found, now I don't know if it'll work out, but I did find a really nice cabin. And it's not like a cabin like we normally think of. It's more like a lodge, and it's so amazing. It sleeps a lot. A lot of people could come. I don't know how many even to expect. And of course, the cost would be determined by how many people would go. Obviously, the more that go to a retreat, the cost can be split in more ways. And so that is kind of exciting. And I've got somebody who is interested in coming all the way from Texas. And so, yeah, that's kind of exciting. And I'm even wanting to reach out to somebody that lives in Arkansas, somebody that has a big YouTube community, and see if she would like to attend. It might be nice. I'd like to do it Friday through, Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night, and everybody depart on Monday. Obviously, you don't have to do that, but that's how I would break down the cost. Oh gosh, I'm so excited. So yeah, having that one person come from, I'll let you guess who. I'm not saying that they will be there, but I'm going to try to reach out to them and see if they want to. And then there's another fairly famous, somebody that I've been mentioning a lot of lately, that lives on the other side of the state, not on the far, but it would be about a 3-hour drive for her. See if she would be interested in coming. That would be so much fun. But there are 3 yarn stores, and I'm talking about local yarn stores. I'm not talking like Hobby Lobby and, Michael's and Joann's. I'm talking about smaller ones. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm sure it is. Jill. I remember you telling us about the trip to Colorado, right? Or is it Colorado? Yeah. And but some of the things that we would be doing is we would be taking uh, like an afternoon and head to one yarn store, and maybe the next morning go to one or two of the other, other yarn stores. And we don't have to do it all together. It could be just like um, some might feel like just staying in and hanging out, and some want to go to the place. But I want to put together somewhat of a yarn library. And that would mean that there would be a section in the main common area where there is a bunch of different kinds of yarns that maybe other people have not tried before. And I'll have like different hooks, kinds of hooks, to be able to try, different yarns with different hooks and see if it's something you'd be interested in. And hint, some of the yarns that we might be using or playing with would be available at some of the yarn stores. Kind of like a yarn crawl. We can do that. That would be fun. I could even try to contact or reach out to some of the, or maybe all three of them, and see if they might be, up for doing somewhat of a yarn crawl, like a yarn tasting, right? That would be so fun. Yeah, start saving money. And the time period that I'm looking at for this, I'm looking at next either March or April. And hopefully that's enough time to get everything planned out and everybody save enough, and for me to get moved into a house and start saving up money for that. But that would be so cool. And depending on who all is coming, it could be oh, well, you might have to drop in there and grab some and bring it back with you. But depending on who all's coming, we can do like little short classes, like if somebody wanted to learn a certain stitch, or a new technique, or a new yarn craft, that would be kind of cool. I mean, I could even work it, I've been there more than a handful of times now to a House of Yarn, and I wonder if I couldn't ask the management if she might be able to set aside, say, an hour or two in her yarn store for them to teach us something. Would that be fun, or to have, like, I don't know, just something fun going on that day, a class, or I don't know what else, but that would be kind of fun, right? So yeah. And all of the yarn stores are within, from the place that I was looking at, everything would be like, the furthest one would be an hour away. Hi, Lori, how are you? Yeah, it would be an hour away. We're talking about a yarn retreat, Lori. You coming? You want to come? It would be in South. Oh gosh, it would be on the south side of the state, between Nashville and Memphis. So yeah. So anyway, that's kind of what I was looking at. I think it would be a blast. And obviously the more people, the better. But, I understand not everybody can do something like that. But I think it would, like I just said, it would be like between Memphis and Nashville, actually closer to the Nashville area. and probably next March or April. That's what I am thinking. And that's what I'm planning, loosely. Yeah, basically, yeah. That's right. Next year. So what else? I haven't done any more work on this. I will show you how much I've gotten done. This is a poncho by Not Yourself Out. And I've gotten this much done. And I probably want to do about 3 or 4 more rows, maybe 5 rows of the double crochet, or is it double or half double? Half double crochet. A Southern hooker retreat. Oh my gosh, you come up with the funniest things. Yeah. So anyway, that looks like it. This is only the front panel. I still got to do the back panel, but of course that's on hold right now. And oh, guess, okay, get this, Jill. Jill. Tennessee is the volunteer state. So we could call it a volunteer hooker retreat. It would be over a weekend, Lori. I was thinking Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Three nights. The only reason I say 3 nights is you can get a better price at an Airbnb with 3 nights than you can with 2. So you'd be paying the same price for 2 nights as you would for 3. That's funny, right? Oh my gosh. Oh, and we were Mr. Happy and I were talking about if you guys happen to, now I'm on StreamYard. I'm looking at the StreamYard stream. If you all see on YouTube, if you happen to see Naxaum, Naxum, that is Mr. Happy. So don't block him. Don't block him. Poor guy. He says, I've come on there every single time you're on a live and said hi, and nobody ever, you never see it. I said, somebody must be blocking you. Sorry. Oh yes, Lori. Sarah May is going to be coming from your area too. Maybe you guys can carpool. I don't know how close you guys are to each other. What was I going to say? I started to say something. Oh, pets. Okay. So Mr. Happy and I were talking about what we might name our pets. And he said, he said, have you gotten a name picked out? I said, no, I haven't. Now he's wanting a kitten. Okay. He's wanting a kitten, and I want a Shih Tzu puppy. And so, so we've been, we were kind of talking about, he says, I always wanted to name I don't know why. But I've always, okay, wait a minute. What's the name? Oh, goodness. What is the Pickles? Pickles, I think. Oh, I think it was Pickles that he wanted to name his cat. Let me hold on a second. I'm going to go find out what he said, because it was really funny, my joke that I made. Hold on. Hey, Mr. Happy, what was the name you were going to give your kitten that we talked about last night? Yes. Okay, not Pickles. It was Pretzel. And I said, Pretzel, that's kind of an odd name. And now we both wanted females. Okay. So he wanted to name his Pretzel. And I said, maybe I should get a male Shih Tzu and name him Hansel. Then we'd have Hansel and Pretzel. We have got to be the silliest couple in the world. Hansel and Pretzel. I think it's funny. But you better expect, if I have a puppy by then, a little tiny puppy, and he needs me, I'm gonna have to bring my little Hansel. Name him Mustard. Yeah. Do you want some mustard with pretzel? Oh goodness, I can't take it no more. Oh gosh, we are so silly. So silly. Oh, I'm so glad you guys were here to join me today. I really appreciate it. I don't know if you've noticed, but my cohort, haven't seen her in a while, have you? It's Deb from One More Whip. That's funny. Oh, that's too funny, Lori. That's hysterical. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would have to bring my little one with me. I hope everybody would be okay with that. But then again, I'd have to make sure that the Airbnb would be okay with it too. Oh, goodness. Anyway, you guys have really lifted my spirits. Now, Deb, she is gone this weekend on a little retreat with her and her hubby. And yes, she started up doing her videos again. She was very happy. Yeah, I think all of us as content creators, we go through these. Y'all can attest to this, right? I don't know, Reggie, if you're still there, and Ursula and Jill. As content creators, it's like you go through spells when you start for no reason. I mean, nobody's given you a reason, but you you just start doubting yourself. You start doubting, like, and what I'm doing good? Am I personable enough? Is this really making me happy? Oh, Lori, I'm so sorry, honey. We'll be praying for you, okay? Jill, yeah, she is. She's a sweetheart. She's so good at what she's doing too. But I think Deb started feeling like that, and so her hubby kind of gave her a kick in the pants. And so she's back on. So yeah, and hopefully we'll start doing up our Grace Gavin yarn chats. That would be a lot of fun. I like doing those. Now I don't want to get the flu, as far as, like, I don't want to be sick, but in a way I kind of do. Does that make sense? I want an excuse to be able to stay home and curl up and just not have to deal with life for a while. Sometimes do y'all feel that way too? Sometimes you just don't want to adult. The decluttering has helped me focus. Yes. Yes. Well, in clearing, putting yarn away and stuff, I'm seeing things that I don't want to have to think about it right now. I'll take everything over with me for the most part to my new abode. But I I know that once I get there and I start to really buckle down and say, okay, this is not going to stay with me. This is not going to stay with me. I really like this. I really like this, but no, I can gift to that. And I have a stack, and I'm talking a stack. I have a stack um, oh, did you, Lorley? That's so sweet. Um, of things that I've made that I have outgrown. And, you spend so much time making them. And what do you do with them? What do you do with the things that you've made, that you've worn in the past, and you just don't anymore? You don't wear them. You don't enjoy them. They're not something you would wear. What do you do with stuff like that? I don't want to just put them in Goodwill. I don't know what to do with them. And they've been washed several times, but and so all those ends that you would have woven in are woven in really good. And you can't. Hi, Jeannie. How are you, sweetheart? And so it's not like Chrissy's Over the Mountain Crochet sent an email with their free pattern for crochet baby dress you might like. Ooh, Sarah Mae, could you email me, honey, and share the link? Ooh, donate to women's shelters. That's good. Yeah. Especially the stuff that's not wool, although I don't have a whole lot of wool things, but what else is there to talk about? How long I've been on here. Is that right, Lori? Is that what you do too? Do you do the same thing? Does anybody take apart their items and reuse the yarn? Some of it might be usable, but I don't know. All right. I don't know what else to talk about. Nursing homes. Yeah, but nursing homes are different. When you have a handmade wearable that is going to have no, I don't think nursing home would be the best way to go, only because of the washing thing. They would have to be really rugged. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh gosh, Jill, you are you are something else. Hey, Jill, while you're here, I forgot you weren't here when I showed this earlier. Here's what I've got done. Here's what I've got done for my golden project. I haven't done a whole lot. I think she knew what you were saying, Jeannie. Hey, I can make myself a bib. Anyway, that's how much I've gotten done. And I started this, and then as I was clearing thank you, Sarah Mae. And Jill, as I was clearing out stuff, I found gold. I remembered I had made my coworker for Christmas. I had made her a little shrug jacket, and it was gold, and it was a Hobby Lobby soft and silky, or I don't know. It was their oh, what do you call it? Karen Simply Soft, their equivalent. Oh, you guys are so cute. Okay, Sarah May, my brother is in the nursing home and I donate to them and they play bingo and love things as prizes. Yeah, I would love to make love to be able to make little lap gans for that. Unfortunately, right now, I just don't have time to make the blankets. You know what? I just really need to get real with what I can and cannot do. That's probably what I need to do. Okay. Y'all want to talk about anything else? I'm not going to do a fashion show. Well, we're waiting, Lori, on the home inspection that is going to be tomorrow afternoon. And if all goes well, we will be moving by the end of next month. Well, we'll close the end of next month. We won't be moving until after that. Yeah, I have got a very full. Let me see. Do I have? No, I don't have it. Full April planned. I've got Easter Sunday. I'm going to meet with my aunt, and then the week after that, can't remember. Then the week after that is when I go on vacation, and I'll be gone for over a week. And then the week after that would be, right when I get back from my trip is when we'll be closing. I might have to, I don't want to, but I'm hoping I don't have to cut if nothing else, we'll be closing on the 28th. And then, yeah, it's going to be here. It's just in the next town over from where I live. Mr. Fiber loves to take sweaters apart from thrift stores. Yeah, I don't know if you've, Jill, have you ever seen that? There's I think he lives in England or Ireland. He lives in the United Kingdom. Let's be safe. And that's what he does. All he does is hats. And he goes to all the different stores, thrift stores, and he just really goes to town. He finds everything wool and he just takes it. Well, he buys it. He doesn't take it. He buys it. Okay. Well, it is almost 2 hours. And I think I'm going to go ahead and sign off and wish you all a wonderful rest of your Sunday. Ursula's probably already in bed, I think. Yeah, she should be. Yeah, go on YouTube and just click in man shops thrift stores to knit hats or something like that. Yeah, I know, Lori. Thank you so much. Yeah, we've already started. We've got 2 big storage units plus underneath this trailer, and then the trailer, everything to be moved, and we're going to hire somebody. We're not doing it ourselves. We're too old to do that. Thank you, Sarah Mae. Thank you, Lori. Thank you, Jill. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. We'll talk to you soon, okay? Catch up with me on Facebook, or just email me if you want to talk about anything, okay? We'll talk to you later. Bye. Mwah.